Hey, welcome back to the Boozy Botanical podcast. My name is Holly.
I'm Angelique.
And we are back with, my voice cracked. We are back.
with.
We are back with another episode, people.
Oh my gosh, I think it's 75, right?
Yeah, can you believe that? Episode
That is
75.
crazy. That's
I
like
know.
actually crazy. Wow.
It is crazy.
When
but
did
it's
it
also-
happen?
Next week, I'm going to be like, 76. That's crazy.
I know. They're probably like, you guys are such broken records.
Yeah, shut up. It's not crazy. You're just recording podcasts.
Exactly. We just can't believe that you guys actually listen. So it's like, wait, what?
No, we can. We can.
We can. No, we're confident. We love ourselves. We know it's
Main
great.
character energy, as we will get into.
Exactly. Holly, what are you drinking?
Hi, I am drinking. Look, you guys, I brought the Starbucks cup back for the cocktail.
That's cute.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I wanted to get almond milk. What is it called? Baileys. Like how you put in coffee.
Got it.
Coffee. But shh. We'll just
Wait.
pretend that there's Baileys in it.
It's okay. It's been a long day already, and it's only just starting.
Yes. Well, I was up at 5 a.m. this morning.
Jesus, why? I know you've been working out, right?
Oh, yeah. So last week, I've been on my 5 a.m. grind, which, yeah, I'll get into later.
That's not crazy. That's amazing. I'm not trying to diminish your experience.
No, I know. It's crazy. Like, I was even talking to my grandma, and she was like, why do you get up so early?
What time do you go to bed, though?
Like 10, 10:30, 11. I do my best.
You're getting a decent amount of sleep then.
Trying. We're
literally,
yeah,
literally. Story of my life.
Angelique, do you have a bag of tricks for us today, or what's happening in the world of you?
You guys,
drink-wise?
I'm very sad to have no bag of tricks today. Not because I ran out, but I have to go to the doctor and I might have to get blood work done, just like routine stuff. So
yeah, that's okay.
in case I need blood work, I don't think I can have alcohol in my system.
Yeah.
So I'm drinking not even a liquid IV. I went very natural. I'm just drinking a glass of water. I'm staying hydrated because I'm taking medication right now that can make me dehydrated. So on top, it's like it's a perfect storm of like I should not have alcohol right now.
It's okay. I have my water under here too, so it's all good.
Double fisting over here. Hello.
Yes, we love to be hydrated. We love a hydrated queen.
I'm here for it. You guys, obviously, it's been a very busy month for us. So like I just need to, I literally just need to get hydrated. Like that's like the one thing. So we'll get back to the drinking soon. Next week's episode might be the same. It's okay, you guys. For those of you listening, Holly, I'm realizing this is coming out after our show to Minneapolis, but we will chat with you guys just so you know. I believe last week, if not this week, very soon, if it hasn't happened yet, is we're releasing the actual audio from the live show. So stay tuned. We'll probably update you guys on that episode, but if not, we'll update you soon because we're recording a lot in advance to help with Holly's trips, to help with my trip to Europe. But we hope you continue to enjoy. So if things seem a little different than usual, because we can't predict the future.
but we can predict that we all had fun and that we loved meeting all of you and we love you all. So
yes,
this is the past Holly, but I'm confident. I know it's gonna be easy.
And past Holly, past Angelique, you guys looked so cute in all your photos. Literally 10s.
Love you.
The merch was gorgeous.
You're a 10. You're also a 10.
Literally, you're a 10, and that's just it. So hope it was great. I know it was great. I hope you guys enjoyed our merch. But that's that. So that's what's happening right now. So Holly, how's your week? Anything new in your life?
Yeah. Week is good. I've been waking up at 5:10 a.m. I will say. I say 5 a.m., 5:10. I've been getting up.
A soft 5, a hard 10.
Exactly. I I've been loving it. I've been going to the gym. I've been trying to get work done. As you guys know, it's been very busy trying to cram, getting everything done. But
Yeah, Holly is something exciting for you guys to the live show. Had.
yes, yes,
Um,
yes.
yes,
God, let me know
I
what you thought.
totally get it. She's been very busy.
Yeah, but nothing really too crazy. I did try a new eye cream. You guys know that I love skincare products, and
Yes.
I've had a retinol eye cream if you guys listened to our last lifestyle episode. And I use it every night. I don't have a problem. Typically, not to get too nerdy with you guys, but typically with retinols, you only want to use them once or twice a week, especially when you're first starting out. But with eye cream retinols, you can usually use them every night and they're fine. But I tried a newer one that I'm guessing is just a little bit more potent. And I don't know if you
Okay.
can really tell on camera if you guys are watching on YouTube, but like my eyes are just so red. And I
Oh
went to put on like my
no.
daytime. Yeah, I went to put on my daytime eye cream on this morning and it was just burning and I had to take it off. So I'm like, what is happening? And
Holly,
it's just like
no.
red. I know. I'm just
So
trying
like
not
now
to age.
I literally don't want to look old.
I know. I'm like, I don't want any fine lines, no wrinkles. It's
Well,
fine. It's
you
fine.
have great like your skin looks amazing already. So we know it's
Oh,
working.
thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
I think it's like genetics too. Like I've never really had to like
I'm
really
perfect.
no, because I want to be
I know, I'm just kidding. I'm
transparent.
just kidding.
I don't want people to think it's like, oh yeah, I just put on a cream and I have great skin. Like I think I'm just like lucky,
You've been blessed for sure.
But I have my issues. Okay, I can look at a cheeseburger and I'll gain 5 pounds. So don't
Don't.
like
Don't
don't.
do that.
I guess what I'm trying to say is like, don't be jealous. It's always the grass is always greener. You know.
Yes, I totally feel that. But you do have lovely skin. I think, but I
Thank
think like even
you.
if you have like the good genetics, it's still important to treat it well, you know? Like it's not just like,
And
oh, my skin's clear. I'm not gonna put
absolutely.
anything on it, you know?
And I've seen so much like texture improvement, elasticity improvement with just being into taking care of my skin over like the last couple of years
Um,
because I used to have that mindset. I'm like, oh, my skin's fine. I don't have acne, but there's just so much more that goes into it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
anyway, all that to say, I do love the eye cream. Like it feels really nice when you're putting it on. If you guys are curious, it's the 5 stars from Sunday Riley, the retinol eye cream.
Oh, the one you
And it has
recommended.
yeah, it has this really
Yeah.
nice like applicator, so it feels cooling. So I don't know what is happening. Maybe like something else got too close to my eye, but yeah, it's my eyes are a little red right now. So
Oh.
yeah, but besides that, this is way in the past, but because like I said, this episode is coming out later, but current me right now as I'm recording this, Holly, is going to the Everglades in a couple days, and I'm really
Oh my
excited.
god, again. Yay.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna finally go on the boat with everyone. It's always worked out to where I've stayed back, but this time I'm like, wait, like I want to, like I've been to the Everglades, but I feel like you have to go out on the water. So that's what
Right.
we're doing. And
How
so
cool.
what's really cool about the Everglades is that, in Florida, you always hear that there's gators, but in the Everglades, they actually have saltwater crocodiles. And typically, yeah.
Whoa.
And
Oh
those
my
ones are much
god.
more big, aggressive, crazy, like just giant.
Oh,
But
great. Wonderful.
yeah, typically what I've heard from typically what I've heard from our family is like they have spotted them, but it's always been further out, like out of the shore, whatever. But never
Okay,
like in the
gotcha.
city, like where we see the gators. But apparently in
Okay.
Everglades City, they spotted a crocodile with babies. So we're gonna go and try to look at them. We don't
Oh,
hunt gators or
cute.
crocs or anything like that, like how some channels use, but it has nothing to do with that. Like, but I do want to see them, and I think that would be such a cool
Oh,
experience.
cute.
Mhm.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
that
Well,
reminded me when I said hunting. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no, you go. No, go ahead, please.
I was just gonna say we saw that movie Beast last night with the
Oh,
lion.
was it
Have you heard of that
good?
one? I liked it. Like,
It's with
I
Idris Elba, right?
uh-huh. It's a
Love.
very fun summer. It's basically like Jaws, but if it took place in Africa and Jaws was the shark was a lion.
Oh, that's a good way to describe it. Because I saw the trailer
Yeah.
the other day. Because I forgot. I don't know why I saw the trailer. We went to a movie. I just can't remember what we saw, and I was like, "Oh, interesting." But you're right. It is. It feels like Jaws.
It is too, and
How
like I don't want to give anything
interesting.
away. It could
Yeah,
have. There's always like improvements, and then like as a
it's a
filmmaking
summer
background,
blockbuster at the end of the day.
yeah. Me and
Yeah.
Tyson were talking about, oh, they could have added more emotion or a little bit more like sympathy for whatever. But I do think it was just a fun movie. I was like screaming and jumping, and like it was really good.
Oh,
So
so it was enough to like make you feel things for
yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah, it was fun
Oh,
for sure. I would
cool. I'll let you know when I
recommend
watch it
seeing it.
then.
Yes.
Wow. I saw Elvis last night with Josh, and I know it's been
Oh
out for a
yeah.
while, but
What'd you
we
think of
wanted to
it?
catch it before it left theaters. I liked it. A lot of people I've noticed in like our community, like the film community, like does
Mhm.
not like it. But have you seen it?
Uh-huh.
Do you also not like it?
No, no, I liked it. I just honestly, I was bored. Like I have
I
such
get that.
a short attention span, and
It was
it
not
was
TikTok.
no, I
Literally, they
think
could have done this on TikTok.
I know. No, I think it's just at the end of the day, it's a sad story. Like it's a very sad story.
If
So
it's accurate, it's so sad. That's what Josh and I were talking about. We're like, "Oh, what a bummer."
yeah, and I think that's
Yeah.
like an obviously a known fact, but like sometimes we just don't think about it. Like you think of Elvis as being like just so happy music and whatever, and
Uplifting.
uplifting or kind of edgy
Yeah.
for the 50s. You know, he was edgy,
Oh my
but
god, the gyrations. Hello. Like, uh, I okay. No, you finish what you're gonna say,
no,
and then
no,
I'm
no,
gonna talk
you
about
go
the
ahead. You go ahead.
gyrations.
I
Okay.
liked the movie enough. I just, I get bored. And it was like
No, I
3
told
fucking hours.
biopics, I think, can they have that risk attached to
Yeah.
them. I enjoyed it a lot. Josh is an editor, so from that perspective, it was really fun because it's a lot of jump cuts. It's like I was
It
telling
was
him, I was like, this was
very
not
fast
shot
paced.
like a typical biopic. I understand why
No.
people say it feels like a fever dream, but
Oh,
I personally
interesting.
really a lot of people that I know have been saying that because it's like a lot of switching back and forth, and you're like, wait, are we
And
still
can
in
you
this
tell people what
scene?
a fever dream is? Just
It's
so
like
our listeners.
a yeah, kind of just like if you have a fever and then you dream and it's like weird, it's just like it's a lot of like if I'm not, I mean, that's how okay, you guys, this is how I've always taken the phrase, and I believe I've used it
Okay.
correctly, but like have you ever like been sick? And sometimes I've noticed it like if I fall asleep and I'm high a little bit, but it's like the dream is just out of control. There's a lot of it's
Yeah.
almost like I feel like I look at dreams as movies sometimes. So it's
Hmm.
like there's a lot of jump cuts. There's a lot of what's happening here, what's happening there, bright
Right.
colors, very like um it's like there's like a main through line, but then there's also 10 other things happening at the same time.
Well,
Sorry guys, there's a
yeah.
plane above my house.
No, it's okay.
Doo,
I
doo,
think
doo, 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 doo,
the way
and
I
she's
just
gone.
okay, good, good. The way
Cool.
I described Elvis, the movie,
Yeah.
was very artistic
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, for sure.
more maybe even abstract. So that could be another way to
Yeah,
describe the fever
well,
dream
exactly,
element.
and it's the abstractness that I'm talking about for sure, like, he went super artsy with it, like, it's definitely
Yeah,
not like it's not like Bohemian Rhapsody, it's not like,
right.
the
Selena.
Elton John one. Yeah, same, exactly, so it's like,
Yeah.
it felt so I remember I leaned over to Josh and I was like, "This feels like Last Night in Soho." So that's a movie I highly recommend, guys. It's, I don't think I've ever talked about it here, but it's with Anya Taylor-Joy and this other lovely actress, I can't think of her name right now, who's the lead. And that film is, like, bright, crazy cuts, is a lot,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
I agree. I think it was abstract and a very artistic take on his life. But I was telling Josh, I was like, I know the protagonist, like the lead is supposed to be Elvis, but it feels
Yeah.
like the lead in this is Tom Hanks. And I think
Yeah.
it helped
He's like
me
an
to
anti-hero, you know?
for sure. Like he's awful. But like I think looking at it as his manager, sort of as like the driving force of the film, to me that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I don't know, but I did enjoy it. I thought it held for me, it held my attention and I liked I think because I liked how it was edited, it was for
Yeah.
me engaging. But yeah, guys, sorry, I didn't know I was gonna get on a tangent
No,
about
it's
Elvis,
okay.
but that's
My
what I did
sister
yesterday.
My sister actually shot one of the movie premieres with where the actors were there, and the guy who plays Elvis, she got to
Daddy
take his picture.
Austin.
Yeah, she's like, Austin over here. She's like, he looked right into my lens. I'm like, yay.
Ah!
I'm like,
Oh, that's so
you go, girl.
he's very pretty. He was,
He is.
he used to be
Yeah.
with Vanessa Hudgens.
Did he really?
They were the
Oh, I don't
cutest.
remember
Did you
that.
ever see that, like, picture meme? It was really funny of, like, um I can't remember, you guys, I know some of you probably know what I'm talking about. I'm botching what the actual meme is, but it's, trying to see if I can find it while I talk, but it's because he's very tall and
Is
she's
he really?
not. Yeah, I believe so. Hold on, boyfriend meme.
Interesting.
I believe he's very tall, she's very short, and it's like
Right.
when it's pretty much like when your boyfriend's just so cool and you're just out here like, "Wah," because she's like it's them, like, walking in public and holding hands, and she's, like, kicking around being silly, and anytime, like, he would, like there's multiple pictures if you look up the 2 of them on,
Look
Google,
up.
where, like, he's holding her and it's very sweet and cute and her legs are always like spread or kicking up in the air or she's doing a funny dance. And I found the pictures, but I can't find like the meme that people attach to it, but it's very funny. Like there's one where it's like 4 images from the same moment and it's him on his
Yeah.
phone holding her hand and she's spinning, kicking her legs out, going up for a hug and he's just on his phone the whole time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's
But
weird. It seems like
yeah.
all of the goofy photos of them have been wiped from the internet. I can't find any.
Oh my god, I found one. I'll send it to you right now. But
Oh, what the hell
yeah.
is she doing?
It's I think it's really cute though. I remember I saw that years ago and I was
Yeah.
like, I heavily relate to this. I love her. But
Yeah.
she's quickly becoming one of my other childhood queens as well.
Oh,
She's
is she
making
now?
she's making a big comeback. Like she's been making a comeback for years, I think. I think she's really growing in the musical theater scene. She
Oh,
was
that's
in
awesome.
I don't know if you saw it, but she was in Netflix's Tick Tick Boom that Lin-Manuel Miranda directed.
I
It
did
came out
not
in
see
December.
that. Okay.
Yeah, and then, I think she's doing some other stuff that's more music related. So, yeah, I thought that was cool. They're not together anymore, but I
Yeah.
not met him, Jesus. I knew of him from ew, there's ants in my water.
Ants.
4
How
of
are there
them. That's
4?
we've been having an ants problem, guys.
Oh
I've
no.
been
Summer
drinking
in
a lot of
California.
I probably have an ant in my body.
Well, there could be worse things, right?
Honestly, yeah, I could have a worm.
I was just gonna say. Or gnat.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
we
man,
all
I'm
have
done.
fungus gnats in our stomachs. Let's just put this out here. Plant people, we've all accidentally most likely swallowed a fungus gnat
Holly,
unnoticeably.
no. Ew.
We're
Oh
like, cancel
god.
Holly. She's disgusting.
But
I've
low-key, we
never
probably have.
I've never actually like noticed swallowing one. I'm just saying, like,
You're so tiny, like, I don't think you would get a tummy ache from just one. Like, there's no
no.
way. It would just
You
exist
need
as
like
like a because
a
we've
what?
probably also ingested sand.
Yeah. Well, I
Lord
mean, there's
knows.
also this really weird like statistic or like um what's it called? Fuck. Again,
Fact?
you guys, my brain, like when
A
people
fact?
a fact
A study?
research. Jesus.
Research.
A
Okay.
lot of research
Hypotheses?
says, oh God. Okay. And this is my second cup of coffee. Anyways, there's like a certain like amount of research that says you swallow a certain number, X amount of spiders in your lifetime when you're sleeping.
No, 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 no. Mm-mm.
I know. And I was
No.
like, absolutely not. Absolutely. I'm done. Nope,
I
nope,
am
nope, nope.
livid right now.
Well, I told you guys, I think a while back about my spider bite attack when I was sleeping. Attack.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This it's a deep cut for Holly, guys.
Yeah, and it's happened to me twice in my lifetime. It wasn't just one time like a fluke. Twice.
Oh
Been bitten
god.
in my
No, that
sleep.
sounds that's
Yep.
awful. No. Oh
Anyways, I've
god.
taken up so much of this.
No,
Angelique,
it's
would you tell us
fine.
about your
Well, I
week?
saw Elvis. I guess that was my update.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if I said everything regarding that. I think we can move on. But yes,
Okay.
I was tell I did Josh did say though, he's like, it does make me wanna kind of he's like, whether or not it's completely accurate as far as like the abuse, which I looked up. It seemed like there was a lawsuit and everything after his death.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he was like, but it fascinates me to look more deeply into his history because like obviously there's been a lot of controversy around Elvis's music regarding like potentially stealing from black culture and all these different
Mhm.
things. So it just created an interesting like a window into his life. And I think it would be nice
Yeah.
to know more of his roots and kind of where he comes from in that sense and stuff. But yeah, saw Elvis, and if while we're at it, if you want to see a cute movie, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, very cute. Um,
Nice.
and then as far as plants go, people, my Monstera deliciosa. I don't know if did I don't think did I talk last week about the plant products I bought?
Yes, you
I
did.
think
You
I
showed
did.
us actually the
Oh, that's
moss
right. Oh,
pools.
that's right. I showed you guys the so yeah, so
Yes.
I'm hoping to moss her up, to moss and pull her up this week. It's looking great. I have an like at the base, little babies pop up. So I have a
Yeah.
baby that came in, but I just really
Aw,
I'm really my fingers crossed. I have my fingers crossed for one more big leaf before we head into like fall and winter. So we'll
got it.
see. It looks like I got like one or two big leaves during growing season. So I'm just hopeful because she just makes me so happy. I
Yeah.
trimmed back I had like a spider plant that was dying in one of my wally grows. It was like really
Oh,
bad.
yeah,
So
you told us about
after I moved all the dead leaves, there's not much of it left. Like there's like
really?
so there
Aw.
because it used to like overflow out of the wally
Yeah.
grow and now there's just like 10 leaves maybe.
Well,
Like it's just not as much, but
yeah.
I think I've been mentioning I've been kind of wanting to rehome it because it doesn't really match my vibe. I really want to get a Hoya, but then I'm like, do I get the Hoya before Europe or after? So I probably
Mm,
should wait till after because it's just one less plant for my sitter to worry about.
for sure.
So, yeah, we
It'll
shall
happen
see.
though.
Yeah, I'm excited. I have a few ideas. I've peeked at like your collection before, so
Aw.
I just want like a very mature one that's already overflowing. I don't want a baby Hoya for this. So those are
I
kind of planty
recommend.
goals that I have right now.
Yeah, I
What do you
love that.
recommend?
Well, I was gonna say for an already grown out, really nice specimen Hoya, I would go to Folia. Like they are like
Oh,
the number
really?
one for like specimen plants. I just or that sounds like they only have giant plants, and I don't mean necessarily.
But they do have
Like
big
she
specimens.
handpicks, yeah, she handpicks all the plants out like with so much thought and like care. That's where I got my crinkle 8 back when I had a crinkle 8 came
Oh,
from
wow,
her from
really?
Janae.
Wow,
Yes,
that's
and it was already
cool.
trailing. It was just so
Yeah.
healthy and beautiful. So I don't know, maybe you'd have some luck finding a mature trailing Hoya from
Yeah,
Folia.
yeah, yeah. That's not
Yeah.
a bad idea. I've also thought my not sorry, my what's the Hindu rope called again?
Compacta.
Compacta, right? I always want to say compacta, then I get nervous. That
I
one's
know. It's
not doing
okay.
well. But
Really?
yeah, but I thought it'd be nice to get a big one. But I also it's in Thrift Central, so I think like I
Yeah.
have like imagine if it was in 4 sections, I have one section left. But
Oh,
I'm trying to remove that to put it elsewhere. So I'm gonna
yeah.
we're working it out. We're still figuring things out. But
Okay.
I think a long one of those would be really pretty, but it might be bulky, for lack of a better word, because that is I do find that to be a bulky plant when it's trailing.
Kind
Um,
of.
yeah, so I got to think about it. But I also thought of like is it your Crimson Queen or Princess that puts out those beautiful whitish pink leaves?
The queen.
The queen. I do think the queen is
Mhm.
quite lovely, but I just want a hardy Hoya at the end of the day, whichever one it is. I want it to be a
Yeah.
thick gal that can kind of just exist on her own. So it's like we'll see. And I don't want a pubic calyx because I already have one. So
What
kind
about
of
an
doing like
obohana?
oh, my dream would be to own a big one. I would love that. I have a tiny one.
Yeah, maybe you could find
I'd be
like
super open to that.
a little bit bigger one. I've never seen them really trailing. I mean, mine's trailing, but I've
But
had it
you've
for like
had it for
4
so
years.
long.
Yeah.
Right.
As far as like purchasing one already trailing, maybe the plant market,
Also Sunset
maybe
Nursery.
Sunset, I was gonna
They've been
say.
popping with Hoya. Yeah.
Have
I should
they?
think about it, and if it's
Nice.
something where maybe I have to buy 2, like 2 6 inches or 2 4
Well,
inches,
girl,
maybe?
I when you come visit me, we're going to EFG Orchids. I mean, it's not just orchids, they have everything. Dude, Their Hoyas have been popping, like Calistophyllus,
No,
6 inch,
don't,
25 bucks. Yeah.
don't.
I know.
You
You need to
realize you're
come out and
bringing
see.
something to Minnesota for me, right?
I should.
We're
Well,
gonna have a cute
I don't know.
Airbnb. We can plant it up.
I'm gonna just make you come visit me. I'm gonna tempt you with all the plants. So even
You're
though you
so
want to see me,
rude.
you'll be coming for the plants.
Literally rude, guys. I
Withholding
really want
good
to.
things selfishly, so you can see me.
I definitely want to plan it 'cause we definitely need to go to Disney World, and like there's so many things that we have to do. I can't wait for that
Yes,
reunion episode. That's gonna be
I
so much
know.
fun.
Oh my God, recording in my office. Yeah, it'll
I
be wonderful.
know. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. Well, Holly,
Yes,
let's get into it. I'm very excited because we've got a
me
plant
too.
puppy this week.
Plant puppy.
We've
Hey,
got
hey.
Sam Odom from @plantdad_Sam on Instagram.
Yay.
You guys, after chatting with Sam, I'm like, oh my gosh, like his plant collection's insane. It's
It's
so
really
beautiful. Like,
beautiful.
and he has a grid that's just very pleasing to look at. Like aesthetically, just like the color palettes, the editing, all the things. I just think like it looks so nice.
It
Oh,
does.
yeah.
I
I
also
was
love that his collection seems very curated. Like he knows what he likes. And what I can see just from the grid is variegated plants. I mean, the most beautiful
Mhm.
kind. One that I really love is, I want to say that, okay, I was correct. His variegated bipennifolium, philodendron.
Oh my god. It's
It's so
insane. It's
lovely.
ridiculous. Wow.
The variegation itself is so beautiful. What else was I was wanting to point out another one that he had. Oh, he had a philodendron Gabby, which is so cute. And
Oh, it was trailing, right?
I don't know. I was looking at this photo where it's just a little heart, the
Oh,
philodendron
hold
Gabby.
on. I got excited. I was thinking of something else. But
Yeah,
yes. Did you
so
see
cute.
though his tie? Or ties
Oh
plural? He
my
has more than
god.
one.
Yes, how could I not?
It looks
So
like
beautiful.
it made me think of the big ones that Costa Farms was trying to sell. And I'm
Oh
just like, Costa,
yeah.
you could never. Like, look at this. It is
It's so
so
gorgeous. I mean,
big. If you guys
it
go to
must be
his
very striking in person.
I want to just touch the leaves. It looks so nice. Like like literally, you guys, it's pinned, so you'll see it at the top of his profile. It's
Yeah.
it's just out of this world. Like it's really pretty. And I look at it and I'm just like, man, I want one.
I know, mine's like a baby. Mine looks like this one that he also has pinned to his profile, a much smaller.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's so cute though. Did you
You
see
guys
his
should
Livorno?
definitely. Oh, yes, I did.
It
So nice.
I've been wanting one recently, and I look at that or like a that one or like a I get that one and the burl marks mixed up, but both I just think are so
Oh, I would go
beautiful
for the Jose because the
for
variegation's
sure.
stable. Yep.
Yes, yes.
But
Oh,
yeah,
and
you
then
guys, you need to follow Sam. Oh, sorry. I
I
keep
thought
on
I'd say
cutting
one
you
more
off.
one more that caught my eye. His variegated Adansonii. It's a little baby.
Ooh, where
It's
I gotta
so
find that
cute. I
one.
was like, "Oh, maybe I'll get back into Adansonii then."
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought it
oh,
was
I
really
see it.
cute.
So
Oh,
cute.
and I didn't tell you guys, but his story when it comes to plants. So Sam
Oh,
actually
yes, I'm
got into
sorry.
plants. No, I just got excited. He was making me laugh when he sent us his info, and I'll tell you in a sec. But he got into plants beginning of 2020. He went into a store, got a marble queen pothos, and
Ah,
then was like, "This
lovely.
is cool." So he went back, bought two more plants, and he was saying that he thought, "Oh wow, this is like plants are cool. It's like a chill and inexpensive hobby." But then, he said that his too much gene kicked in, and the rest was
Oh, yeah.
history. He
We
became
all have that
obsessed
gene.
with plant mail and plant auctions. You guys know I can relate to those Facebook purges. Oh, they're stressful and so much fun at the same time. And
We
now
stand with
jokes that
you,
he's in
Sam.
credit
We
card
get
debt,
it.
and I was like, "Literally, that's too real." I feel that so hard. I was like, "I
Hey,
get it."
it
But it's
happens.
like credit like good credit versus self-care, like that's the age-old question, you know?
Yes, it's ultimately you or good credit. You meaning
Yes.
your health and your life, at the end of the
Exactly,
day.
exactly. So you guys, be sure to follow Sam at Ooh, okay, at plant dad
Plant
underscore
Dad.
Sam or
Yep.
plant. What did I say? Did I say that?
Oh, no. No, yeah, you did.
Oh, I was like, oh no, I said something totally different, didn't I? Okay,
No,
cool. At
I
plant dad
was
underscore
I was
Sam.
reading it at the same
And no,
time
no,
as
no,
you.
we're good. I got very stressed. We're okay. And then also, if you want to check out his main Instagram, which is listed in his bio, that's at SM underscore Odom as well. So go ahead and give Sam a follow,
Yay.
obsess over his plants, and wish you had all of them because I do.
Right? Thank you, Sam, for being our plant poppy.
Thank you. Holly, I'm excited for this episode today.
I am too. I think you guys are gonna like it. It's
It's
a
a
good one.
really it's a good one. You guys,
If you have not mentioned, it's a lifestyle episode.
yes, switching it up a little bit today. And I think this is a really cute topic because I feel like a lot of us can struggle with this. And
Yeah.
it's something that I really enjoy doing. We're talking about romanticizing your life.
That's right. I love this. I don't want to say it's trend because it shouldn't be a trend, but it has been trending over the last few months or so. And I'm so happy about it because I think it is the most like healthy thing you can do for your life. Basically, if you guys have never heard the term, it's just the idea that you are taking the little things in your day, in your life, and making them special. Or what I like to say is main character energy. What would the
Ooh,
main
that's
character be doing?
cute. I
And
love that.
yeah, I did not come up with that, but I just think it's very cute.
It's really
And
cute. It makes a lot of sense.
yeah, totally. It's like what would Princess whoever be doing?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
But also I think it's a form of like gratitude because it's ways that you can just look at little things and be like, this latte is so pretty. They really got the color, the coffee and milk ratio right. Or like, obviously, we're going to get
Aw,
into it with you guys and little
yeah.
tips on how you can practice romanticizing your life. But that's what it means to me. I don't know if you have any other definitions that you would add, Angelique, but that's what I think of when
For
I think of
me,
romanticizing
when I
life.
think of romanticizing my life, I think it's similar, I'm just in a different way. It's like, what do you see in a rom-com? What are the tropes?
Yeah.
And, like, maybe we'd be happier if we lived out some of these tropes a little bit more, like, just, like, when you walk down the street, "Oh, everything's so bright," or whatever, and I think it's just, like, I think it's literally just it's just counting your blessings, but being more intentional with it, because I think a lot of
Yeah.
times we don't count our blessings, but it's like a blessing can be as big or as small as you perceive it to be. So I could be outside and be like, "Oh, you know what? I'm grateful for the grass outside my house. It's so cute," or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, or people could be like, "Grass is already there. Like, that doesn't do anything." But it's like you can choose to be grateful for little things, or you can choose not to, and that's your prerogative. But I think romanticizing your life is kind of having, you know what? It's having, what is it called? Rose-colored glasses, or when
Oh,
you're drunk.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of maybe having, like, not drunk, I don't wanna say drunk goggles, but yeah, or no, when you're in love, but yeah, the rose-colored glasses, but towards life,
Yeah,
not
well,
towards
I think you were
necessarily people.
definitely onto something when you said, like, it's a choice because you're right, you could be sitting outside in the grass and be like, "Oh, well, it's just grass," but I think it's an intentional practice, really,
Like,
like
it's like manifestations and, like, meditating and stuff.
yeah, I think too, it's, like, also taking the time, like, how can I make this more romantic, which we're gonna show you guys, we're gonna tell you. One of them that I don't have on my list, but before I forget, is somebody
Ooh.
said to cut your food into hearts or like cook a meal with heart-shaped
Aw, that's
things.
cute.
Yeah, it's just like a really silly way, but anyways, I just think that's what it means to me?
But it's just, like, something that might make you smile.
Exactly.
Which is, oh my god, not to get too deep, but, like, that brings up an interesting point because obviously you guys know I work with kids, and it's like, think about the things that we do to make someone 2 and under smile, or even 4, like, more okay, 5-year-old smile too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you see, like, those super moms that are, like, cutting sandwiches into dinosaurs and things, and it's like, she doesn't need
Yes.
to do that. If the food is the
You
same,
know, that
but
totally
why?
reminds me.
Yeah.
Yes, that reminds me of a TikTok that I saw of this girl. She has a whole series and she calls it Ways That Her Mom made her and her siblings' childhood magical. And I just think that
That's
was so sweet.
cute.
Yeah, like doing things like she said, I think one of the examples was they would lay cookies out for Santa, like Christmas Eve, and she would make sure to like take bites out of the cookies and the milk would go, the level would go down, and just there was a
Yeah,
lot of, she has a whole series on it, but
that's
yeah, I
really
think
cute, but, like,
we
going
need to
the
do this
extra
for
mile.
ourselves. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
the
like
kid.
exactly, because it's like, I mean, we've talked about this when we talk about therapy and stuff, but, like, everyone's operating from their child self, and I feel like for some reason,
Yeah.
so many of us, due to trauma or whatever, we operate from the sad part of the kid, but it's like,
Yeah.
what about the part that makes the kid giggle or smile?
Yes.
And I feel like it's like a half glass full situation versus a glass half empty, I think, with how we romanticize, if you will.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give you guys some tips, just some like real examples that maybe you want to try. And if you do try any of these, tag us. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. What's the first one for you, Holly?
The first one is cook dinner and make it like a date night for yourself. And you could also cook for other people, but it's like the process of cooking more
Oh, like
specifically.
fully cutting, chopping,
Yes.
sizzling, doing all of it.
And you guys may see sometimes on my Instagram story, it's like a ritual. I do this. So I blast T Swift. I pour a glass of wine. And when I say blast, it needs to be very loud. It needs to be like throwback T Swift, just one that
Yes.
you really love.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And being very intentional with my ingredients, like you were saying, chopping. And bonus points is if you have food from your garden or from like a farmer's market find, something like that. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
you guys, I love chopping veggies. I'm probably like a weirdo, but I just love like I take my kale and I like roll it and then I cut it and it's like the perfect little like, I don't know, thin slices.
Yeah.
And just trying to add, like, I think one of the most romantic meals to cook is like pasta. That's just
Oh my
me,
god. Well,
you know?
I definitely think the movies have gotten in our head a little bit, at least for me, but I
Lady and
fully
the
agree.
Tramp.
Hello. I love cooking pasta. It's so much
Yeah,
fun. It feels just because there's so many you can make it have so many layers, no pun intended
yeah.
for lasagna, but, like, like for us, when we like make a pasta and we're making sauce homemade, it's like we add heavy cream, we add,
Mm.
tons of seasoning, we add fresh tomatoes. Like you can add so many elements if you want.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I love it. Like, to me, it's like that and that makes it romantic, especially, like, because Josh likes to cook a lot, so when he gets all experimental yeah, like when Josh cooks and he wants to make pasta or anything, but I do see this a lot with pasta, and he just gets so intricate with the recipe and really, wanting to add in things from his own imagination, and obviously, like, not everyone's a cook, so that's fine, but for him, it's something
Yeah.
that he gets a lot of joy out of that he makes no money off of. It has nothing it's just a joy thing for him. And you and I have talked about doing something for yourself that doesn't have financial gain. So
Yes.
like I see that when it comes to cooking for him, and I think it's literally romantic for me because we're in a relationship, but also
Yes.
I think for him it feels romantic and it feels very just like I'm in my zone, just kind of loving myself and loving my skill. And I
Yeah.
just think that's really sweet.
I think so too. Another like point of like romanticizing is like creating the ideal version of you. And I've heard this
For sure.
told by two different people in like the self-help world or whatever, but
Yeah.
but creating an alter ego for yourself and naming it and then just step into that role.
Aw, like
Isn't
Sasha
that cool?
Fierce.
Exactly. Or
That's
I'm shady.
cool. Literally, literally.
But
I'm
yes.
shady.
So no, but it's just kind of like if it feels silly, like again with the whole main
Yeah.
character energy. So,
Yeah.
number 2 is set the mood for your skincare nighttime shower routine. This is like one
Ooh,
of my
even if it's a
favorites.
morning shower routine.
Yes. This I love. So what I do specifically at night when I'm washing my face or if I take a shower at night, I play meditation music or lo-fi. And you can find both on Spotify
Ooh,
very
okay.
easily. And it just really like calms like your energy, your whole nervous system. And then another way that I set the mood, I guess, is warm dim lights. So I actually have a salt lamp nightlight in my bathroom, and sometimes I'll
Yeah.
just have that on. It is very dim, so another thing that you can do is the Galaxy projector. They're very affordable now on Amazon,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you see it a lot in shower talks, right? Like you'll
Yeah,
see
yeah,
the
yeah.
Galaxy and stuff, but hey, it works because again, you don't have like this bright like bathroom light shining in your eyes, and it's just like take a little bit of time, and like
Yeah.
think about each thing you're putting on your skin. Like, okay, now I'm going in with my eye cream and hopefully it doesn't burn your eye.
Yeah, yeah.
Or toner, moisturizer, all that stuff. So
Right.
that's one of my favorite tips.
I love that. I think that's important too because it starts to because your sleep's important and it starts to prep you for rest as
Yes.
well. I know we're all guilty of being on our phones for too long before bed. And
Right?
it's but that does mess with your brain and how you sleep and stuff. And I feel like kind of setting the mood in the way that you've just described is a really good way to, start to mellow out your body to sleep as well, you know?
Yes,
This
100%.
this
Go ahead.
next one I love and I do this. It's the one that I can
Do
say I do
you?
actually do. Yes, I don't do it all the
Oh.
time, but as much as I can, reading in public. If you're a reader and if you're not, but you like an audiobook, I think this also applies.
Mhm.
Intentionally not reading at home and or
Yeah.
even for me sometimes because I work so much and I go to a park with my kid and sometimes she's just super
Yeah.
chill. So I'll bring it with me sometimes for work and get into a
Nice.
book. But in general, I've done it mainly obviously when I'm not working. Josh and I have a park walking distance from our house.
Oh,
And sometimes,
lovely.
yeah, sometimes we drive to it just depending on the day, but we spent one day we were there for 4 hours with a picnic blanket and we brought some
Oh,
beach chairs cuz I prefer to lay down,
yes.
Josh likes to sit. And we both just brought each of our books and just sat and just
That's so
read for hours.
nice.
And we had picked up breakfast sandwiches, so we took our breakfast sandwiches to the park and then we stayed there for 4 hours and it
Oh,
feels so good. We still talk about that date and it was just so nice just to be
oh.
in the same space. We've done it at the beach as well where we intentionally brought
Yeah.
our beach tent and all of our cozy things and we just read at the beach. That was something that
Yeah.
we've done before and that feels really good. Um any in general, I think you literally wrote in your notes making it a picnic. I think that feels so good because it feels like you're intentionally diving into something. And it's I feel like in movies, you always see the person that's just on a bench
Oh,
reading a
yes.
book. And it's
Oh my
what is
god,
their life?
yes.
How do they have time for this? But you can make
Who
time
is
for it. And
she? Well, yeah,
literally.
and I was gonna tell you guys for LA peeps or if you're visiting, you must go to Vista Hermosa Park. This has major main character vibes. And
Why do you say that?
I just think it's like right out of a 90s rom-com. Like I don't know if you've ever been
For
Angelique,
sure.
but you see
It
the I
it
don't know if
faces
you've seen the
downtown,
photo.
right? Yeah,
It
yeah,
faces
yeah.
downtown. There's a bench, but then there's this area of just like grass, and I see so many couples or people by themselves with picnic, like a blanket, and they have a little mini charcuterie board. Like it is just like this
Yeah.
cutest park. And me and Tyson, we would bring the dogs there all the time, and like it's just so
That's
cute. So
cute. It
yeah,
looks
you guys have to go.
I feel like they've definitely shot things on that bench before. It looks very familiar, that whole image looks very
I know,
familiar.
right?
It's really beautiful, it's interesting because it's just a single bench and then grass on top of a hill, and it's really
Yeah.
cute.
I'm gonna try and find my own photos that I've taken there, because,
Yeah.
like, for example, look at Stormy when she was a baby. That's right
Oh,
there.
that's cute. That's
Yeah,
really
and that's
cute.
at that bench, and then here's, like, a more, like, grassy area.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of great places to just, like, chill and have a picnic.
Oh, yeah. And
So
I
I
feel
think
like depending on where you guys are listening from, I feel like most cities now have at least a couple parks to choose from. Or, it can be something as simple, if that's not doable for you guys, as simple as whatever your yard space, front or back, whatever your house situation looks like, even if it's something as simple as if you're listening and you're like, I don't have a yard, I don't have a park,
right.
I don't have a car, I don't have yada yada. And even if you have a balcony, something where it's you are putting yourself outside, because I think the sunlight mixed with reading, or even just a cloudy day mixed with reading, I just think both feels so
Yeah.
good, and
Oh,
it
yeah,
just takes you to a different place.
it does. Oh,
I
and
love
coffee
it.
shops, that counts too for reading in public.
Yes. Spend a couple
So the
bucks.
next Do you want to do the next one since I did the first two
Oh,
and I didn't
yeah, yeah,
even
yeah.
realize
Oh,
it?
this one's cute. This one's really cute. Buy yourself flowers or plants.
Or
But like a bouquet of
plants.
flowers specifically, I love. My friend Mariah, who we've shouted out on the podcast, she does this a lot because she does live near downtown. So she'll go to the flower market all
Oh,
the time and grab herself a bouquet of flowers. And I just think it's so
I
pretty
love
to just like
that.
do that to the home. And for yourself, it literally brightens a space. It smells good. It feels nice. I love doing that. I'm trying to think of the times I've done it for myself. Not often, but I like getting flowers for Josh. So I'll just
Oh,
sometimes just come home without any reason and just like grab a bouquet. And for
that's
me,
really sweet.
if you guys are in the LA area, there's a really cute flower shop called, I think it's called Toluca Lake Flowers. I think, oh, it has a different, it's like that name-ish. You can find it with
Yeah,
that name, and they're at Cahuenga and Riverside. And
nice.
there you can build your own bouquet, which I really like. So
I love
I just choose things.
that.
I choose fillers and main flowers, and they like charge per stem. So it can get pricey depending on how you do it.
Yeah,
But that always makes me feel good when I get him a bouquet or even myself or any other friends to it's just an added touch that like you got to curate it for yourself. And then kind of like how Holly was talking about the romanticization of romanticization, whatever, you know what I'm
I
trying to
think that
say.
was right.
The romanticizing of cooking. You can romanticize the process of putting together your flowers, which I really enjoyed. And it
Oh yeah,
forces
and you
you to
can do
be
this.
artistic.
You can do the same thing with Trader Joe's flowers too. Like honestly,
Yes. Oh, and
um,
and and that's super affordable. So you can mix and match. You can do a whole bunch of things.
and I love this one because I feel like doing little things like this is more meaningful than like bought myself a new laptop, bought myself a new phone. Like
Oh,
it's like the
right.
small
And it's not
things that just like
showy.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
or I don't know how to explain it really, but I feel like we have all bought ourselves birthday presents, right? And it's just
Right,
like
of course.
it's exciting and it's meaningful, but then when you like stop to do something romantic like flowers for yourself, it feels so much more special.
Well, to bring around a plant analogy, if I
Yeah.
may, it's
Yep.
kind of like you and I have talked a lot about appreciating what's seen as like the simple, easy plants, like really taking a moment to take
Yes.
in how beautiful your pothos is, even though it's quote unquote just a golden pothos or just
Yeah.
like a heartly philodendron, like what's behind me for those of you watching. And it's like, it's the same thing of like, we can look at, God, I'm spacing. It's as if I've been drinking, Jesus. But like what were we talking about? We were talking about I literally just lost
Plant
my
the golden
thank
pothos
you,
and
flowers,
invite.
plants. Yes, how the smaller things versus thank you. It's like the small act that you're doing to yourself, like flowers, is like the pothos. Whereas like
Yes.
getting yourself a laptop is like getting a crazy anthurium. And it's like both can feel good, but
Yes.
sometimes it just feels nice to like remember the pothos, remember the small things, and know that like it's the little things that I think keep us going at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because not everyone listening to this podcast can afford an iPad every week. So it's like that
Yeah.
might bring you joy for a minute, but I find that joy very fleeting.
Yeah.
Whereas like something
Exactly.
little where it's like getting yourself a coffee or getting yourself, a certain treat every week or flowers. I just think that it's like the little
More
pick me up,
memorable.
And
Mhm.
literally half my house is dying, but my pothos is still kicking. That's all I'm gonna say.
That is right. So it's
Yes.
romantic. Give it a try, people. All right. Next one is to pursue a hobby with no expectation to monetize it.
We just talked
And
about that.
no, I think like practicing doing something alone just for the pure fun of it is something that is so pure. Really.
It
As
is.
entrepreneurs, we tend to see everything, or maybe it's just me. I tend to see everything as a side hustle. Like, oh, I start watercoloring. Well, maybe I can sell it. Oh, well, I'm
Right.
doing this. Maybe I should teach a class. Like it's just like it never stops.
It's like
And
just
then
love it and let it that be it.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
exactly. I'm like, let's just like do something without expecting to get something from that hobby, if that
Right, of
makes
course, of
sense.
course. Yes, I'm guilty of the same thing. I do have hobbies that are just mine. Like I do like to make time for reading and things like that. But
Mhm.
sometimes, I think when it comes to creative things that I can control, like I can't control what the book says. I think the stuff that's kind of in our control creatively, that's where I tend to be very similar to you, where it's like, oh, well, I control what a podcast sounds like. I control what a painting looks like. I
Right.
control these things. So it's like that feels easy to monetize because it's like you see people that are hustlers and like making careers for themselves. And a lot of it is that. So you're like, oh, I need to do that too if I want to be successful and buy a house one day,
Right.
for example.
Right.
But
Totally.
I fully agree with you. It's so important to have something that's just for you, that brings you joy because it exists, not because it does something for you, for like your
Right.
bank account, if you will. And I just
Right.
that's how, like, that's I know you were saying you wanted to try kayaking, right? Like, I think
Yes, I'm still
that
going
will
to.
good. No, good, good. I think, like, finding something like that that's just for you is so special, whether it's yoga, whether it is painting. It can be something that we talked about that we tend to
Oh,
monetize
yeah.
and you just don't. But I'm obsessed with puzzles. I love puzzles.
Aw.
I don't have the space. I need to find I found online you can put like a rolling flat top that goes under your bed to save your puzzle. Because I
Cute.
like because I can't have my puzzle table. I have a puzzle table and I can't have it out all the time. It takes too much space.
Got
So it's like
it. Okay.
I haven't done as many as I want to because of that, but little
Yeah.
things like that, like if you love, to, like, quiz your brain, like, add, like, Mad Libs or, like, just anything that just brings you joy,
Oh, Mad
I
Libs.
think
Gotta love it.
I love a Mad Lib, oh my god, or, like, I love word puzzles, like, anything like that that I can just, like, get into for a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, the last one is go outside and touch your feet to the earth because number 1,
Oh,
you feel
yeah.
like forest fairy, not gonna lie.
Oh,
And
yeah, that's cute. That's
right?
another, main character moment.
It is, it so is.
Yes.
And also too, like, the benefits of doing that, touching your feet to the earth, especially first thing in the morning, is it really, like, sort of calms your nervous system and regulates, like, your c is it circadian rhythm? One of those, but
I think so.
it's just really grounding, in our
Yeah.
fast-paced world,
Yeah.
and it can be the same thing, like, before you go to bed, it can just, like, relax you,
Right.
and, yeah, I try to do this every morning, like, I take the dogs out, and then I'm like, "I'm just gonna, like, step on the ground," and then I get back and then I put my shoes back on.
Yeah,
It's just,
yeah.
like it's just fun, so, yeah, I
I
would definitely try it.
It, like, literally connects you to your surroundings, which is really nice too, you know?
Yeah,
And
totally.
I think too, going off of that, just to wrap up, if let's say like you live in LA, for example, or Florida, and there's a beach. Maybe you're going to just eat and you're not actually going to like touch the sand, but maybe just taking that extra step to touch it or to go to the water. Like when there's time, of course, like little things like that to just kind of, throw into your day, I think feels so good. And it just serve as such a nice reminder that it's there.
Yeah,
Cause I've definitely gotten food like in a beachy area like Venice and not touched the beach at all. And it's like,
right.
it's right there. Like, just go
Yeah.
get a little dollop of it, you know?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
full
I think it's
dollop.
special.
It is.
Oh my
Aw.
gosh. It's Holly, this was so fun. I really like this idea. I do like Josh will tease me sometimes because I can hear this because this is another thing like just honorable mention. I know we got to wrap, but
Yeah.
like music. Like if I hear I'll hear a specific
Yes.
song and he'll know when it hits me because I look at him and I'll go, and he's like, "Oh, no," and I, like, open the scene, and I'm like, "The lights are dim, everyone's in slow motion, it's like we're in, like, a club, everyone's dancing,
Yes.
it's 10, 9, 8, it's almost New Year's, he looks at her from across the room, she looks at him, eyes lock, but they don't talk, and, oh my god, this is so amazing," and he's like, "This is a song from Cardi B," and I'm like, "You don't understand,"
I don't
like,
get it.
but, like, I always find, like, a scene when I hear certain music, and that in
Yeah.
itself, like, to me, filmmaking I'm sure you and Tyson will understand this, like, as a as an art form, the creating of
Oh,
a
yeah.
story, I find very romantic.
Oh,
So, like
absolutely.
when there's a song that just hits me and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's amazing." Like, that's just
Right.
yeah, that it hits so specifically. So, like, there's the opportunities to romanticize are endless. We only mentioned a couple, but
Exactly, you
with that
guys.
said, let us know if there's any that really hit home for you guys because I think it's cute.
Yes. I think it's really cute too. Main character energy only, people.
Hello. Holly, where can people find you?
Aw. You guys can find me at Concrete Botanical on TikTok, at Concrete and at Concrete Botanical _ on IG.
Awesome. You guys can catch me at Sucka for Plantas with 2 C's. And you can catch the podcast at Boozy Botanical Podcast on Instagram, where we drop new episodes every Tuesday on all the things. Please leave a 5-star rate and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It really helps us out. And if you guys want to talk collaborating, you can email us at boozybotanicalpodcast@gmail.com, or feel free to just slide into our DMs. We are very responsive and we love to hear from you.
Yes, we are. Well, thank you guys for another episode.
Yes. And on that note,
cheers.
Wow, cheers. I forgot which podcast I was on.